Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Ants Team Live training. I am so happy to see you guys. Last week we were on a little bit of a break, but we are back and we will be continuing with our training. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to get started, to find your way over into the chat box, open up, load, etc. I had a bit of a almost the start of a technical difficulty a minute ago, and my heart was like jumping out of my chest because I was doing a video. I've been trying to catch up on videos. I've told you guys there's a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to share with you, but I'm just falling behind. Hashtag life, hashtag adulting. But I was working on some videos, and I love to do my videos in the morning. I get that beautiful morning light coming in, but it is different from the lights I use here for our 8 p.m. calls. Here in New York, it's 8. We're in Eastern Standard Time, and it is dark. Matter of fact, it's dark from 6 o'clock now, and I'm like, we haven't even hit February yet. Like, can we get some? You listen to me. I'm waiting for February for winter. Yes, I know winter starts earlier than that, but I'm like, let's just push it to February. But here we are. Winter hasn't even started yet, and I feel like you get out of work and it's like super dark. But anyway, so I just launched the video and the whole camera, all the settings were in the dark, and I could not open up the camera settings, and I was like, oh my gosh, here we go again. But it's working. I'm here. You guys are here. So thank you for joining me. And I'm looking forward to tonight's call, kind of a loosey-goosey, fun-filled chat that we're having tonight. And I'm still going to be sharing some tips with you guys, some ideas, some business building growth tips, but also a few hashtag life goals. So I'm big on the hashtags this evening. So as you guys know, we always do our wins for the week, which are the things that you're celebrating. So if you're new here with us today, we always say how important it is. Hang on, something is happening on the live stream. I just don't know what it is. I'm getting pings. Are you guys messaging me, or is there something wrong? Don't scare me. Okay, no, you guys are good. Just letting me know that you're here. Okay, good. We like to see that too. So I, for some reason, cannot see the comments. Ooh, wait, let's mute that. Okay, here we go. So, all right, so our wins for the week are our way of sharing the things that we are celebrating, whether it's in life or in business, but it's super important, and I cannot stress enough how important it is to celebrate those victories, because those are the things that give you the traction and momentum to keep you going. Otherwise, you know, it just becomes monotonous, and then it's your day job. So so this is your opportunity to be vocal about the things that you're celebrating. Here in our group, we're all pretty cool people, and we celebrate with each other. So it's not like you just talking to a blank wall like I am here with the camera. I'm kidding. But it's your way of connecting with other representatives. So I see some of your wins here are Miss Kathleen made President's Club. Woo! Congratulations, Kathleen. And we are a whole, like, what, 4 campaigns before the end of the year. So congratulations to you, Kathleen. I know she's been working hard doing events and, you know, really working to her business. So kudos to you. For those of you who don't know, the President's Club / President's Recognition Program, the President's Club level is actually the first level of the President's Recognition Program. It means that Miss Kathleen has sold $10,000 this year alone. So kudos to her. And for those of you who haven't yet made it, it's not too late. We still have a few more campaigns to go. And tonight I'm actually even going to share some ideas to help you to increase your sales, to find more customers, and all in a fun way, so that you can close out this year with a bang. Because not only do you automatically earn 40% when you become a President's Club member, more money, more money, more money in your pocket, but for the following year, you also keep that automatic 40% earnings. So For those of you who are new representatives, when you first signed up, you got 40% in your first campaign on everything. And then you started to earn 40% on some things and 25% on the clothing. I think watches are full percentage now, but the clothing, the handbags, the shoes, the accessories, the home goods and stuff, you were earning 25%. So you were kind of previewing what it is like to be a President's Recognition Program member. So some of the perks, I love going through the perks, but some of the perks of being a PRP member are your 40% on beauty products and your 25% on full commission products. Plus, you also can earn up to 50%. So you're not capped at earning 40%. You can actually earn twice as much, full 50% on everything. And you're also invited to a dinner/luncheon, depending on what your area has. In my area, it's a luncheon, but it's a recognition celebration event where fellow President's Recognition Program achievers are invited out for a good time with Avon. There's music, there's dancing, there's food. They have award celebration. They give away what we call the Avon Oscars. They're little gold figurines to celebrate if you're like the top in your district, you know, top in your area for increased sales, et cetera, et cetera. And Avon has different levels. So there's the $10,000 earnings level, there's a $20,000 earnings level, and it goes all the way up, I believe, to $210,000. And at the, I want to say $110,000 level and the $200,000 level, yes, Avon actually will send you on an all expense paid trip, either you and yourself, or you and a guest. So that's also a really great way, if you're like me and you want to travel, really great way to leverage your sales to earn free trips from Avon. They send you free stuff and the commissions go higher and higher. So, oh, and you could also order more items from the What's New catalog. My What's News are not out, but you guys know, like when you first get started, you could only order one product from the What's New. When you become a President's Recognition Program member, you can order 3. When you're an Honor Society member, you can order 5. So you can expand the products that you can get from the What's New, which is great, especially around this time of year when Avon is previewing the holiday products. I remember one year, the item was the Frozen dolls. OMG. Those things went like hotcakes, and because me and a couple of the members on my team were President's Recognition Program members, we bought a bunch in the beginning, and we were able to have enough in stock to keep when the demand increased during the year. So there are a whole multitude of perks to being a PRP member, and I encourage everyone to go for it. I'll speak to you from experience. When I first started, I didn't believe it was possible. I was like, wow, $10,000. Where am I going to find $10,000 worth of customers? And it was just beyond me. I remember telling my district manager at the time, who was doing the appointment, when he started to get into it, and he was like, you know, $10,000. I was like, oh, well, just stop right there. I'm not going to do that. So let's just skip on ahead. But, you know, fast forward a few years later, once I hit President's Club, I never turned back. And I remember it was a stretch for many, many years to like push and push and push to get there. And I would always make it on like barely that last campaign, but I made it. And it just became important to me to always continue to make it. So I want to encourage you guys, like Kathleen, to go for the President's Recognition Program, because the perks are like just so unbelievably worth it. If you're a recognition person, your recognition is there. If you want to increase your earnings, that is there. Trust me. What kind of was the game changer for me, and I don't know for you, Kathleen, if you could just share what it was that made you decide in the beginning that you want to become a President's Recognition Program member. You know, what was it that stood out to you the most? But for me, it was that I sat down and I did the math. I took all of my invoices for the previous campaigns and I calculated how much I would have earned if I was a President's Club member. So my earnings went from on average of 20% to being the 40% commission that you earn as a President's Club member, and it's double, of course. So I went from earning 20% on the products. Most of my orders were 100 or less in that area when I first started. And then as a President's Recognition Program member, 10,000 divided by 26 gives you the number of sales that you need each campaign to make it. So you're averaging about 360 something, I think 380. So between that and $400 per campaign. So your sales are increasing, which means you're earning more. Your commission is increasing, which means you're earning more. So, your earnings just increase. And sometimes if you're a visual person like me, you might need to just do that math and say, okay, last year my sales were $5,000. How much would I have earned if I had a 40% commission versus a 20% commission? And I realized with that I was leaving dollars on the table, and I was like, no more. I need to get to President's Club. So, so congratulations to Kathleen. Kudos to you for getting your President's Club in before the end of the year and making that work. But I'm also looking forward to many more of you continuing to share that you're earning your President's Club levels and titles as we go through the year. Like I said, there is still so much time. Don't feel like, okay, yes, there is a crunch. We're getting down to the wire on campaigns, but it doesn't mean that you can't make it. With some strategic planning, some hard work, some determination, some spit glue and rubber bands, you can make this. So, all right, let me see what we have. Oh yes, we are going to get to that. I am modeling some breast cancer awareness products here today. My screen though is just not giving me all of the comments, so bear with me. Let me just take a second to fix that. You can admire my jewelry in the meantime. Okay, so I've seen some congratulations to Kathleen. Let me see if I can pop out this window and get this going so I can actually see what's happening here. Nope, Facebook doesn't like me today. Almost. Okay. There we go. Yes, there were all these comments in there that I can see. Okay, so congratulations to Kathleen. Catherine, I know you're celebrating something, but Facebook wouldn't let me see it, and I don't know how to scroll back. So if you could just wait. No, Catherine. Hold on. I'm mixing things up. Catherine, you guys, I just see all these K's in the beginnings. Catherine, not Kathleen. Catherine made President's Club, so congratulations, Catherine. Kathleen, didn't you make PC like last week or last campaign? But okay, yeah, let me know. Kathleen's win for the week is that she received a lot of customers from the Taste of Soul concert, and she's still writing Avon receipts. Awesome, Miss Kathleen. I saw her working her business. Don't you just love how this is a business that you can work wherever you go? Miss Kathleen went to an event. Kathleen and Catherine, you guys are going to be like Jessica M and Jessica Z. I apologize from now in advance. I'm going to mix that up. But Kathleen had an event this weekend, and she posted and shared some great pictures on Facebook of how she was sharing her business and sharing the opportunity even while she enjoyed the event. And I love that this is something that you can just share and enjoy as you go about your day and, do your extracurricular activities. It doesn't always just have to be, all work and no play. So kudos to Miss Kathleen for a successful event. Miss Catherine said that this is her first time making it to President's Club, and her goal, the thing that enticed her to become a PRP member, was like me, to get the extra earnings. So it's different for everyone. Find and determine your why and what will drive you, and just go for it. Eliminate from the beginning any thoughts or doubts or hesitation to whether or not you're going to make it, and just do it. Because like I said, when I first started, I was like, this is impossible. That's not for me. And now every year I do it, I'm like, I have to make President's Club. What's my plan? How am I going to get there? And there have been years where I surpassed President's Club and my sales were double. So it's really just a belief with no thing. Miss Catherine was determined to make it, and this is the first time ever that she's made it. So I am looking forward to seeing some celebration pictures from Miss Catherine, celebrating her wins and her events, and I'm pretty sure she will have some Avon Oscars coming her way at this event. So what else do we have? Wins. Oh, come on, guys. I know there have to be more wins. I was actually looking forward to a couple of wins because I saw some of you in the what's new, and I actually have to take that out because I need to celebrate with you guys, right? So even if you're too shy, I always say that is kind of the problem with me. I will celebrate for you. So, okay, we are now in campaign 22. So I'll save some suspense for later. So we have some other things to be celebrating because I've been seeing our representatives all over. So everywhere from, I just sat on my Avon button, painful. Yes, so in the upcoming What's New catalogs, we have been seeing a lot of our Avon representative friends, but why don't we just start out with campaign 22 because that's where we are. Well, technically we're in 21. Okay, let's see if we can go back to 21. Do I have a 21 here? Probably not. I have to find my campaign 21 one thing. So we start with 22. So flipping. Here we go with our campaign 22 Avon royalty. So we've got some, see if I can get everyone, we've got some of our reps featured, Miss Lou Stella Bongiovi, Florentina Rodriguez, Miss Pat Puzzler, and Linda and Johnson Steele share some tips and tricks and helpful quotes. I like Miss Pat Puzzler. She said, talk to everyone about Avon, even people you don't know. Many potential customers are ready to buy and are just waiting to find representatives. When I read that, I was like, yes, because we don't talk to them. But when I do events, I always find people who are like, oh my gosh, I've been looking for an Avon rep. I didn't know that Avon is still around. And I'm like, no, this should not be. This should just be, you know, customers who have reps. How do they not when there's so many reps in the area? It's because we're not talking to them. So Miss Pat Puzzler shares to talk to representatives. And then on another page, we have a whole bunch of other reps. Do you see any familiar faces here? I think that some of these faces might be on the live stream, but we have Miss Maria, Miss Sarah, Miss Pam, Miss Candace, Denise, and the lovely, the wonderful, the amazing Miss Molly Bear. I mean, all of these ladies are amazing, and they all share amazing tips. So guys, when you get your What's News, you know, I am that person who is super excited to see all the product that we're rolling out with, but also take a minute to read the tips from the representatives because they're sharing some really great ideas, and we all want to know how to get our business up to bronze executive, gold leader, silver executive, silver ambassador, and star promoter. So, you know, these are the people that we want to be like. So read their testimonies, read their tips and their tricks, because they're sharing with us how they've, either how they've gotten to where they are or the tips and the motivation and ideas that they use to build their businesses. So don't tune that out. But, you know, also in campaign 22, like everything, Mike, just everything. How do you guys feel about the new fashion? Are you as excited as I am? Because I cannot get enough of just everything. So go through your What's New, see what's coming out, see what products you can share with your customers. On page 17, they have this really great bundle. It's 40% earnings. I always like to highlight these 40% earnings bundles because for those of you who are not President's Club, like Miss Catherine, what'd she say? I can call her Katie? Okay, Miss Catherine, I'm going to call you Katie. Listen to me, Miss Catherine. So Miss Katie is now going to be earning 40% on everything. But for those of us who may not be there yet, you can take advantage of these bundles and still maximize your earnings by using these 40% bundles. And these are great for a multitude of different uses. You can use them in baskets. Milagros has great videos on baskets. I think I did one or two last year Christmas that you can take a look at. You can use them for like gifts for your customers. Sometimes, to be honest with you, I don't have the time to make a beautiful basket. I love to make them, but it takes time and it takes space. Sometimes I just don't have it. Lisa H from our team is big on pillow boxes, which are like clear plastic. I don't know what type of plastic, but they're that hard plastic that you sometimes get like corsages and those type of items in. But instead of having to, stuff a basket with wrap and fill and craft paper and arrange the products so that they stand up, and then put the cellophane and do the bow and all that, Lisa H. Harrell, because we have to, so I also have to differentiate. I murdered everyone's name, right? I apologize. But Lisa H is big on the pillow boxes. I love them because you put the products in, you could put a bow on it, you can, do whatever you could put a little bit of fill inside, but it kind of moves faster and they stand up better. So if you could do that for baskets, you can use these as gifts with purchase for your customers. You could break it apart because you're getting 40%, but you can, your price is going to be less than, of course, what the customer is paying. So you can break it apart and use as gifts for your customers. Lately, I am getting to be big on like you do, you get. Why? Because as representatives, we love you do, you get. So for my customers, I've sort of been passing that on where like I might say to them, if you spend $30, you'll get X free, or you'll be entered into a raffle for X, Y, and Z, or if you refer a friend, you'll get products A, B, and C. So you can use things like that to increase your earnings, to increase your sales, to reward your customers. Milagros also uses baskets for her new recruits. So if she, if you sign up on the spot or something, you'll get a free basket as a gift. I've also done baskets with my team where I've said like, when you sign up your first recruit, I send you a leadership bundle with bunch of great prizes, and we've got some ladies on here who are in their leadership bundles this week. So we've got some new leaders there. We also have what else is it that I have done? Oh, Fab 400, an idea I picked up from Lisa Wilbur for representatives who have an order of $400 or more. I put together a bundle for those reps with different products. Miss Lisa Hutt was also one of our team's first Fab $1,000 orders. I don't know what I called it. It was like, I don't know, but her first order was $1,000. So talk about breaking the glass ceiling and surpassing your dreams and goals and going above and beyond. But her basket was huge because it was such a stellar achievement. So when I make baskets for my team and gifts and prizes and rewards, I use bundles like these. So take advantage of the items that you see in the catalog for 40%. The makeup is also on sale. So you can put together beauty bundles. And I'm actually going to come back to this bundle a little bit later in the day. Well, not in the day, in our conversation. But there's also, I believe there was a stock up. We've got our holiday preview. Oh my gosh, I am so excited about Avon holiday. But, here we go. No, that's not what I want to talk about. But it's not this catalog, so we'll come back to that another time. But regimens, anyone? Great way to build your orders. These sample packs are buy two, get one pack free. So great way to introduce your customers to to help them try out a skincare regimen. I don't know if you guys remember, and I was just reminded of it this week, and that's why I wanted to mention it to you guys. But when you go to avon.com, they actually have a skincare quiz. So your clients can go online, take the quiz. It takes like 5 minutes. There's like a quick quiz and a in-depth quiz, but it doesn't take very long. They can go on, take the quiz, and that will help determine what products best suit their skincare concerns, their skin type, their time, whatever it is. So that will help you determine what kind of products your customers need to suit their skincare dreams and goals. So you can then give them the sample pack that matches their goals. And I love these because it's a full regimen. So they've got a day cream, a night cream, and a treatment. Day cream, night cream, a treatment. And I think they're going to be coming out with more of these as we go along. I think right now we only have a new Ultimate and the new Platinum to match the skincare set bundles. Can you see this? Okay. But these are really great. So start sharing these with your customers. These are an investment in your business. So you purchase these, you share it with the customer. Yeah, you're giving it away for free, but these sample packs are $3.50 each, plus you get one free. So you're paying $7 for, let me see how many are in each pack. It's 3 samples on one card. So I don't know if it's each card that's $3.50. We'll have to figure that out. I think it's the 3 samples that are $3.50, but no, it does come in a pack. I think it's multiples in the pack. Oh yeah, 5 cards. So you get 5 of these cards. So that's 15 samples technically. In each pack for $3.50. You're getting buy 2 get 1 free. So you're paying $7. So you're getting a whole bunch of samples. It's a really good deal. I will be honest with you. Whenever I see these bundles, any type of sample bundle, I stock up. I'll buy 5 to 10 of them because I do sample packs often. And they're a big way that I work towards building my business. So Janet said she's finally here on one of the live videos. Thank you for joining, Janet. I miss you and your daughter. So sample packs are huge for building your business. Take advantage of these sample offers. So just, hold on to your what's news, get into them, get into it. But look at them when you go through. Here's another sample pack. This is a fragrance sample pack, 51 samples for $5.99. Stock up. I mean, it used to be that we would see these once or twice a year, every few months, and now we're seeing them more often. So use this as an opportunity to invest. Avon is giving you free products because you would be buying samples anyway. So invest in your business. It goes a lot further. With the skincare sample packs, you might give away 1 sample card. Like I said, you're paying $7 and you're getting 15 packs. But one customer will continue to purchase the regimen, so it's a great investment. Or you might share it with someone who's not a customer and they might become a customer. So again, you kind of have to look at what's the value of the customer in the long run. Yeah, now you might have to, shell out $3.50 or $7, but in the long run, the value of a customer, it's totally worth it. You might even, like I have, find people who become good friends. So it's like the value of a customer and then the value of an amazing friend, confidant, supporter, believer, someone that you engage and interact with. So there's really no value that you could put on it. So just invest in samples. So I see you guys. Hey, Miss Pamela, thank you for joining. I didn't even do my wins for the week yet. Okay, rewind. So my wins for the week, I was so excited about you guys sharing your wins, and thank you for allowing me to participate and celebrate with you. But my wins for this week are, one, I attended our Cruise Like a Boss incentive, and I earned my ticket, my entry into the Cruise Like a Boss incentive that we have, where we are giving away that free car. Also, not a flyer that I have here. I have Cruise Like a Boss because Cruise Like a Boss is on my brain 24/7. But if you're not familiar with it, please check out youravon.com under the incentives. Avon has all of the incentives there, and if you don't know, where are all my papers? if you don't know what's happening, if you're not aware of what's going on in your business, it's, you know, kind of a shame, because this is your business. This is your source of income. It's like the person who owns a business and has no idea anything about the customers, doesn't do, you know, understand taxes and employees, and, you know, they're just kind of there. You know, the business will eventually suffer. You don't want to be in that position. But try to be aware of what's happening in the company, what events they have, what they're doing. There's so many videos now and emails, and it's so easy to get information, so much more than when I first joined. You really should kind of be aware of what's happening. But anyway, so I went to this Drive Like a Boss incentive, and that's where I picked up this Drive Like a Boss pin. And it was a really nice event. I met Miss Pamela. Pam, sorry. We had a really great time. We spent the day together learning and growing and sharing ideas. If you look at my personal Facebook page, you'll see a whole bunch of pictures that I posted and I shared on there. But just for myself personally, it felt like a fresh wind. Every time I go to an Avon event, I feel like my energy just gets revamped, and I learn so much. There's never a point where I've gone to an Avon event and I was like, yeah, I know everything that they talked about today, whatever. I learned so many ideas for building my business, for growing my team, for advancing. And like I said, the energy, one of the things that we talked about in our event, which was led by Craig Cushman, Walter Bracero, and the Northeast Avon coaches, was that the person with the most energy wins. And I was so like, yeah, because we sat there and I could feel like I was just getting filled up with energy again, and just like, yeah, this is great. We could do this. I'm gonna go out and, you know, be excited. And I just, it's one of those feelings that you just can't buy. And unfortunately, I feel like you don't get it, like that level of energy, by reading the what's new or even watching online. Sometimes it's just nice. Like, there's a physical transference of energy when you're in a room with people and we're all just like, Avon. So I encourage you, if you haven't attended your local Drive Like a Boss event, find one. They're in your town. I'm pretty sure they still have more ongoing, but we are almost, again, this is another incentive. We're almost at the end. We've got a few more campaigns to go. So try to get plugged into that and see, because this is something that every representative is eligible to earn. It's not just top sellers. It's not just recruiters. You can earn through sales. You can earn tickets through recruiting. So it's a chance for everyone to earn a free car. But aside from that, I said to myself after the event, I was like, you know what? Even if I don't win that car, knock on wood, I want that car, don't get it twisted. But even if I don't win it, the value of that day, the things that I learned, the refueling that I received from connecting to other representatives and learning from experts in our field and in our profession and from our company, that is invaluable. So I strongly recommend you guys to find an event in your area. And if there are none, Avon will be bringing the Cruise Like a Boss incentive training to Avon University, which I'm also very excited about, but I'll get to that in a minute because I have one more win to share with you. Also, if you look at my Facebook page, you'll see that I was actually invited to be one of the guest speakers at our Cruise Like a Boss event. So yes, I'm excited about it for two reasons. But this was my first time speaking at an event of this magnitude that's like this. So it was a real honor to be invited to speak. And I love meeting you guys. I loved a lot of the people that I met there were people who watch us here on Facebook and again on YouTube. So I know I said this after Rep Fest, but it was just really nice to meet with people again in a physical space and to reconnect with people that we had met at previous events. So thank you to Craig Cushman and Walter Bracero for allowing me to have that opportunity, and to my coach Nelsie and now Janet, who are there to encourage and support us. So Those are my wins. You guys aren't off the hook though. I still want to see your wins for the week. Share them because sharing is caring. But let's get into our charla, our discussion for tonight. So as you guys can see, the topic of discussion for tonight's call is do good and feel good. And why? Because I'm in a generous mood. Maybe it's that time of year. So let's see. Catherine, thank you for 5 in a pack with the samples. Anitra, she says that she loves the new sample packs. It's funny, I could see half of your comments and not the other half, but let me see. Kathleen says she's in love with the new fashion. Miss Catherine said she's in campaign 23, what's new? So we're gonna keep an eye out for Miss Catherine. Okay, so I'm not the only one not seeing comments. It's Facebook. It's Jelly, because you know we're having too much fun here on our live stream. Let's see. Okay, so we've got those wins for the week. Cool. So let's go ahead and continue with our live stream for tonight. Our topic of discussion for tonight, I should say. So let's see. So yeah, this time of year, we're getting into the holiday season, October, Halloween, Thanksgiving, in November, and December, of course, is Christmas, followed in rapid succession with New Year's. So there's a lot happening this time of year, but even though this time of year, it's really rushed sometimes, and you know, we have a lot going on with family events and parties and shopping for gifts and supplies for our family, for the parties, and for the events to decorate our home and all of that. This is the time of year. We're in fourth quarter. You just chopped the years in quarters. So this is the fourth of the quarters. We're at the end of the year. And this year is, to be honest with you, my favorite time of year. Not just because of the holidays, but because of the atmosphere, the kindness and the giving. Like, again, even though it's fast-paced, people kind of take that time to slow down and appreciate. You know, we're giving thanks. We're celebrating the Christmas season, which was, you know, because of giving. And it's just a really great time of year. So I wanted to share with you guys tonight some of the do good, feel good things that our business allows us to do, because it's not just, yes, it's about making money. That's what we're here for. We all join this business to earn the extra income. But what I love about our business is that because we're the bosses and because Avon is so vested in us and in our community, and they're sort of leading the example by being, you know, the biggest supporters of breast cancer awareness causes and speaking out against domestic violence and domestic violence awareness. I kind of look at them and I want to be better or more, or you know, give more of myself to my community, because that's the legacy that they've created. And this weekend in my talk, I was kind of just reviewing what got me into Avon and what I was thinking about when I first joined Avon to kind of refine my testimonial. And I remember when I first got started with Avon, I didn't really know much about the company. I think I had one product in our entire household. Someone had bought me a perfume from Avon, but I didn't even really know what Avon, the company, was. It was a product. And I to be honest with you, I think it was Sweet Honesty, but I didn't even think of it as, you know, Sweet Honesty, an Avon product. It was, you know, a Sweet Honesty perfume. And my sister had fallen in love with this Little Black Dress perfume, and I heard her talk about it, and she always spoke about it as Little Black Dress, not Little Black Dress of Avon. And I'd never seen an Avon catalog until the day that she had brought it home. But when I did see it, and when I looked through the catalog and I saw the products, the first thing I did was Google Avon. Back then, honestly, it probably wasn't even Google. It was probably Ask Jeeves. Yes, I know I'm giving away my age, but it was that time. So I asked Jeeves about Avon, and one of the things that came up was its philanthropic initiatives. I think at the time it was basically breast cancer awareness. They hadn't started domestic violence yet. And I don't even remember if they had any beauty brand ambassadors, but I remember that they were the sponsors of the Avon Breast Cancer Walk, and I hadn't heard about the breast cancer walk. I at that time I hadn't even done a walk myself, but you know, you see the commercials, you hear it on the radio. I'm here in New York City, so you know, the walk was a big thing, even if it was just something that was causing a problem. I heard about it and I knew about it. And when I researched into Avon, that was one of the things that stood out to me the most, because I was like, yes, I can make money with this company, but there were other companies that I could have made money with. There were other job opportunities that I had, but I loved, and I like, my heartstrings kind of attached itself to the cause, and I thought, you know, I want to be a part of something that was bigger and giving back to the community. And it was like going down the rabbit hole, reading about their breast cancer awareness causes and the things that they were doing in the community with the walk and their donations, the foundations that they supported. And I hadn't even thought about it much in all of these years. I always, you know, have been interested in the causes and Avon support, and I've always spoken about it in a way that was, you know, I was always excited about it, and I always shared it with other people, but I didn't really think about its impact on me and my decisions to join this business. So today, when we're talking about doing good and feeling good about what we're doing, I just want to kind of remind you guys that here in our business, we are so much more than Avon reps. Yes, I know we have the commercials, you know, this is the company that puts mascara on lashes, and I don't think sometimes we fully grasp the meaning behind that, you know? And I kind of had that moment. I'm not going to cry. We're not even going there right now. But I kind of had that moment where I, you know, thought about the lives that this company is impacting beyond its representatives, beyond the people who are becoming financially empowered, but the people who are breast cancer survivors and who have been able to get out of domestic violence relationships, and their children and their families, and the impact that this company has on them. And I was like, you know, we are so much more than mascara and lipstick, and it just feels so good. So tonight I kind of want to talk to you about kind of like the broader idea of these initiatives, where it's more than, you know, just, okay, yeah, we have breast cancer awareness products and domestic violence products that we're selling. But when we have these products and we sell and we share them, it's about the lives that they impact. So every dollar that each and every one of these products raises goes to, you know, not just a breast cancer or domestic violence initiative or program somewhere. It goes to somebody's life. It goes to a family. It goes to a kid. And I kind of was just thinking about that, and just kind of wanted to encourage you guys as representatives to get excited about the products that we have, because it's a big deal for us to have entire product lines. Like, look at other companies. They might have one product that goes to domestic violence, and that one product is something that you can find one time of year during October. Avon has a whole line, and I don't have all my stuff here because I haven't even really gotten into all of it yet, but you know, above and beyond the jewelry, they've got the lipstick, you know, they're expanding the line because they want to be able to give back so much. And they're creating products for us to sell, allow us as representatives to kind of jump on the bandwagon and get involved, get more involved in those fundraiser efforts. And it allows our customers to do the same. It allows them to wear amazing, beautiful products and know that the proceeds of that sale goes back to a family somewhere who is going through some ish, you know? And I love the way this necklace looks for the look of it, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, and a lot of people have loved it. You know, everywhere I go, people ask about it because it's different. But when I wear it, I internally feel some kind of way. So I wanted to just share some encouragement with you guys to not just relegate it to, yeah, we're doing the breast cancer awareness stuff, but you know what it truly means, and you know, to be conscious of that when you're sharing with your customers and when you're wearing the products yourself. So if you didn't know, October is actually Breast Cancer Awareness and Domestic Violence Month. So I know I'm behind because this brochure for campaign 21 is actually, is 21 camera what I just talked to you guys about? No, right? I hope not, because then I'm really, really behind. Oh no, okay. So even though campaign 21 is sort of gone technically, the products are here to stay. You know, it wasn't just campaign 21, so keep sharing and keep promoting. But beyond that, there are other opportunities that Avon has given us to speak about this, and one of them I'm so excited to be sharing. Like, you guys can get tired of me saying this so excited stuff. I don't know, I'm on cloud nine with all the stuff that's happening at Avon these days. But this week, Thursday, if you haven't heard it already, on Thursday nights, that's Project Runway and Avon nights, we are having our very own Avon reps and our Avon family, my Avon sisters and adopted moms and cousins. You know, they're on Avon Project, well, they're on Project Runway as Avon reps, speaking and sharing. You know, they're going to be representing for the survivors, the female warriors. So this is something, this is, yes, huge in terms of you know, brand placement and product promotion and just kind of putting Avon representatives on the map. Yes, all of that. But also to celebrate these amazing women. I don't even know all the people that are going to be on. I've just seen a couple, and from what I've seen, I am just like, yes, girl, please and thank you. Can I have a serving of that times two? Just the energy is so like, those are my people. But seeing these representatives, you know, they're going to be on the show. And you guys have been following the Project Runway threads. They're talked about. They're, you know, people are discussing. There's like full discussion, and some of it really heated and opinionated discussion on these designers. But, you know, there's going to be that conversation. So this is an opportunity for us as representatives to not just share about our Avon brand and say, hey, look, you know, us Avon representatives are in the map, we are warriors, we are survivors, but also to say, look what this company is doing for women. Look what it's doing for breast cancer awareness causes. Look at our willingness and commitment and determination and interest in not just empowering women financially, but empowering them as human beings, you know? So tune in to Project Runway this week, Thursday. Wherever you are in the country, look up your times, get watch parties going, tweet about it, post about it, share on Facebook, get that conversation and that dialogue going. And, you know, this is just something that you want to share and talk about. So, you know, I love Octobers because I'm like, you know, that's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's Domestic Violence Month now too. Talking about Thinking Pink, and you know, now we're gonna have this Project Runway episode, just talking about all the stuff that embodies the Avon company and us as Avon representatives. So if you're not excited about it, just rewind this video and watch it again. Just, you know, suck out my energy from the screen because I have enough to go around 4 days. But you want to get excited about it and you want to talk about it because your excitement will be transferred to others, and you never know whose life you might be sharing or empowering. Rewind to a couple of weeks ago, I was actually doing an event for Avon, and whenever I set up my table event, I always have, before I have the Avon 39 Warriors Wanted, and I talk to people about walking and donating. Some years it's more successful than other years, and you know, when I stop thinking about me and look at the bigger picture, there's some good going on to it. But I can't tell you how many times I've had people just kind of come up out of the blue, or, you know, in conversation share that they are either survivors, or they have a family member who's a survivor, or they've lost a family member, and the emotion that they have, they feel a connection to Avon because they're like, you know, we appreciate that you guys do the walks, and we appreciate that, you know, when my aunt, grandma, sister, whatever was going through their rehab, you know, Avon made a donation, or Avon was supporting the foundation that they were a part of, or, you know, whatever. But we hear that because we started talking about it. because, you know, every necklace and every bracelet that we sold was able to do that. So yeah, you're allowed to pat yourself on the back for that, but take it further, keep talking about it, keep the conversation going. So the causes are a really great way to, yes, build your business, but also take the women's empowerment, you know, empowerment for your community, financial empowerment to another level. So talk about that and share that and kind of hone the causes. Also coming up in November, for those of you who don't know, I like to look at the different causes that Avon, not that Avon, but that, well, yeah, the causes that Avon can get on the bandwagon with, because, you know, we can do so much with this business. And next month, take note, November is National Diabetes Awareness Month, National Runaway Prevention Month, and Adoption Awareness Month, as well as, duh, no-brainer for us Avon representatives, is Healthy Skin Month. So we need to be having events. We need to, you know, get conversations going, get out in your community, see what community events are already taking place in your neighborhood, in your community, in your town, and see what you can get involved in. Leverage your business to take advantage of all the goodness that it produces for you to get involved in a community activity. Again, yes, it'll be a great way to promote your business and find new customers, and promote yourself as a small business owner, but there's just something amazing about doing good for your community. Sometimes you may not sell a dime, you know, maybe just volunteering. I know that those guys who volunteered for the walk on, you know, I think it was maybe 2 weekends ago, they come back with as much energy as if they ran themselves. So get involved yourself to activate things in your community. Fundraisers are also big. So you can use your business to do a fundraiser for schools, community organizations, PTA, whatever it is, create a fundraiser. You could partner with organizations, or you can create your own. Whatever it is, you have a business that allows you to benefit an activity in the community, you know, to give a chance for students to have more books, or to go on a trip, or to be able to afford the extracurricular art supplies and music supplies that's not included in the school budget. You can support a senior center. Usually around the end of the year, some of the firehouses have toy drives for hospitals, or for children who are in homeless shelters, and all kinds of things like that. So these are ways that we can use our business to give back and do something good, and enhance that feeling of, you know, goodness, because when you give, it definitely comes back to you. And like I said, you do want to volunteer for yourself. Donate baskets, donate a sample pack. I'm a sucker for organizations. If I hear of one and, you know, they ask, I'm like, you know, if I can afford to, if I'm capable of it, or if I have the time, I would love to volunteer. I've always sort of been big on volunteering and community activities, because I see the impact that it's had in my own life and in my own community. But I also, you know, I see these stories, and I see these stories because I'm watching them online, but you also read and hear of these stories, of the lives that were impacted, the lives that were changed, because somebody cared. And what I love about our business is that it is a caring business. There's heart in our business. And, you know, Avon, like I said, they have set the tone for that. They've made the initiative to be a company that supports these things. So it's like for us as the children to see what our parents are doing and to want to replicate that. So I encourage you guys, get active in the causes, reach out to your community and fundraise. And not just because you want to hit President's Club, but because you want to have an impact on the life of someone in your community. And volunteer, you know, get plugged in yourself and use the tools that your business has. If your business is giving you extra time and flexibility, you now have the time to volunteer. And I've actually been thinking about these last few days, and I've been like, I always joke, well, people always kind of poke fun at me, like, in your age, you're always talking and thinking about stuff that people aren't thinking about until they're 50 and 60. You're talking about retirement and paying off your debt and, what you want to do with your life. And lately I've been thinking, what is it that I want to do? There's got to be more to life than, 9 to 5, clock in, clock out. What would I want to be doing if I had unlimited funds and unlimited resources? And I'm like, I would want to volunteer. I would want to be a philanthropist. I would want to get involved in the community, and I'm not doing that now. Why is that? And I've sort of been having this inner dialogue with myself, but I've been saying, I want to go back to when I was volunteering and I was more involved in community affairs and events, not just as the person who's promoting their business at an Avon table, but as an Avon representative who's involved in their community affairs. So I want to encourage you guys to have that inner dialogue yourself and see how you can have a bigger impact on the world outside of yourself and your household. You guys might have remembered earlier this year, we had a discussion about the levels of your business relationship. And, one of the levels was where you're kind of like disillusioned and you're like, oh yeah, this is great, everything's going good. And then reality sets in and you're like, oh wait. And then you get to the point where, you become an influence and a force on other people's lives. But it goes beyond other business people into the community. And we had this discussion. I will figure out what video it was that we talked about that and try to share a link. But, try to get into that session where your life is an example, a contributor, a positive influence into the community. So I wanted to get back to this before we run out of time. We were talking earlier about the 40% bundles and how you can leverage those to grow your business. As I mentioned, National Skincare Month. These are a great way for you to maybe share, talk about the intensive healing and repair. This is the dermatologist tested products for the oatmeal and the intensive healing and repair. We also have the eczema. We don't have it in this catalog, but we also have that line for eczema prone skin, the derma, the moisture therapy derma. So, these are tools that we have that we can share with people to help them in whatever their goals is. So next month, we're talking about the skin care, what did I say? National Healthy Skin Month. Hello, healthy skin, sample wise, what's healthier than everything on the Avon A-list? And you'll have wonderful samples to go with it. So if I could turn to the sample page that everybody was kind enough, there we go. You'll have samples. So you can use these samples at your events. You can create beautiful skincare raffles, whether it's makeup or the moisture therapy, whatever it is. When you look through the what's new, don't just, kind of flip through like, oh, this is stuff that I want to buy. Kind of think outside of the box. How can I use these products to grow my business, to influence my community, and, let it become more than, okay, yeah, I'm going to pick up something really cool for myself. Because if that's all it is, then I want to do more than this, don't you? So I hope you guys have your wheels turning about ways that you can leverage your business to give back to your communities and start to do some feel-good things in your neighborhoods. And I want to see and hear all about it. So be sure to take pictures and share on social media. And as I figure out what it is that I want to do with my retirement at my ripe old age, I will, of course, be sharing with you guys. And this is not the end of hearing from me on these topics. And I'm actually looking forward to the upcoming events that we have now through the end of the year, and how we can get our business out there and how we can start to share and start those conversations about things like Project Runway and all of our amazing Avon reps who are going to be on. I'm so excited to see them. And again, I don't even know who really is on it. I'm like, that's my Avon people. Who? All of them. So I'm looking forward to hearing that. To watching that episode. I think this is the most anticipated Project Runway episode in my life. So be sure to watch, get on, let's start that chat going, get the conversation going. Let's blow up Twitter and Instagram and Facebook with conversations about this week's episode of Project Runway. I will be on, hopefully. So let's all stay connected, and I will see you guys next week. We don't have Avon home office training, so we will be back here on my live stream. We have got one more week left to October, so make it a good week. Get out there. We still have plenty of time to do an event, to do an activity, to promote, to host something. So next week when we get back, I want to see like this wins for the week chat box just explode to the point where I can't even keep up with it. So good luck out there, guys. I'm looking forward again to hearing about all of your experiences and to seeing you guys next week. Same time, same place here on my live stream on my page for all of you guys to see. So have a great week, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.